Hello, welcome to my RuneScape house tour video. I'm not going to do any fancy editing with this one. I'm just going to record and get it uploaded to YouTube. I just kind of want to show off the house I made. So this is it. I'm in free cam right now. And obviously you can't do smooth camera movements, but I'll try my best. But this is what it looks like. There's a garden area here. And the house is in a bit of a L shape / U shape, which is cool. So if I fly over here a little bit and then like pull up so you can see like top down view. Yeah, so it's an L shape / U shape house. It's kind of neat. And yeah, and there's different heights as well. So, and I'll show that off as we explore the house. But let's get out of free cam. Yeah, so this is where you teleport into the house. And this part of the garden actually acts as my teleport hub. So I've got the spirit tree here, I've got fairy rings there, the portal nexus here, Priv teleports there, and the cape teleports right here, the Dunge Slayer quest and the jewelry box. So when I teleport in the house, I have access to a lot of quick teleports. And now before we continue with the rest of the house tour, I just want to say when I was decorating this house, one of my goals were I wanted every room in the house to feel lived in and fully decorated. I didn't want to have like a massive house with empty rooms because our furniture limit, if you see here, I got 300 out of 300. There's talks about Jagex increasing that, but for now, I didn't want to have big empty rooms. I wanted the house to actually feel lived in. And you'll probably notice that a little bit as we go through the rest of the tour. Anyway, so yeah, so we teleport into the garden here. This is my little bit of a portal / teleport nexus area, which is quite nice. But before we go into the house, I'll just show off the rest of the garden. So right here, well, let's actually run to the front. So this is where you would enter from the like the homestead side of things, and you'd walk in this way. You have little well, little pet house, and there's various areas to sit around this house, which is kind of cute, I suppose. This area here is my sort of combat training area. I wanted to have an area in the garden that I could come and practice combat, so to speak, and not have to go to War's Retreat. And there's also these beehives here next to the hedge here, which I thought was really cute that you could bring beehives into your player-owned house. I thought that was a really nice addition. And also, before we go into the house, I did try to fill in and expand the woods from the border of the of your lot, so to speak, by adding trees around. But I did run out of furniture, so if the furniture limit does get increased, you know, I'll probably add more density to the trees to make it feel more blended. And I'll also probably try to bring the grass in, because you may notice if I zoom in here so you can see it. I only have grass in the garden area. Grass probably shouldn't count as furniture, but it is what it is. But if we have more furniture, I'll add more trees and more grass to try to blend into the homestead area. Right. Well, anyways, so this is basically the main garden area. It's just a cute little area with some hedges and stuff. But let's enter into this area. This is the trophy room. I don't have any trophies, really. I've spent most of my time in this construction update. I haven't gone and got the boss trophies. But you can imagine that you can fill this in with trophies over time. There's different wall mounts in the walls. So just to show off your adventure, so to speak. But let's go this way. This room is the little dining hall. It's kind of cute. I got my completed Damarok statue there. And a couple other decorations on the walls and such, like the KBD trophy. Just to make it feel lived in, so to speak. This area here, right off the dining room, is my kitchen. And I did try to make this feel very RuneScape-y, very kitchen-y. I got a fancy range and a sink and an oven, a couple cauldrons in here. Yeah. Not much to say about it. It's just a cute little kitchen. And this is going to be a common thread through this house tour. It's just cute, quaint, lived in. I'll probably use those words a lot. Anyway, so let's walk this way now. See, here's another bench you can sit in your little museum if you like. This is sort of the living room area. I have my profound decorative armor, my trim comp cape, some like, there's no couches, there's just these benches. And I have my throne as well here. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a living space, so to speak. One neat little thing that I thought here, you can actually put your archaeology qualifications on the wall. And if you take a close look, that actually sort of looks like a university degree. And a lot of times in homes, people will frame their university degrees and put them in their living room and whatnot. So I thought this is as close as we could get to a degree in RuneScape. So I kind of put it on the wall there. I thought it was cute. Yeah. So this area, this is just a hallway connecting the two sections of the house. Not much to do in a hallway, just some seating areas and some like trophy mounts and stuff. This next room here is just an area to put the aquarium. I did blue rugs because it felt water aesthetic. I guess not much to talk about here. I wanted to be able to get my elite clue scroll. This area here is like a little chapel. I themed it around Saradomin. Yeah, again, not much to talk about. It's cute, it's quaint. The room doesn't feel empty, and it serves its purpose well, I feel. So there's actually stairs here. And you'll notice how I do the stairs in my house. I build the small room, and I put the stairs in the small room. Because if we come over here to build mode... Oh, shucks. Well, I need to do the pin. Anyways, if we do build mode, and you can put stairs in any room. But I didn't really like how the stairs were always in the center of the room, because it took up a lot of space. So I always put my stairs in this small little room on the side. You see I did it over there as well, so that it's specifically set for the stairs. But anyways, this room above the aquarium is like a little workroom. I have all the tool storages on the walls, different workbenches, armor stands, and these new things that were added with the house update, like shield painting and whatnot. Yeah, it's just a quaint little workroom. Again, I use that quaint word again. But on the topic of the stairs, I'll show it off again here. So I just made a small little outlet, small little room with the stairs in it. Because if I put the stairs in any of these rooms, they'd be right in the middle of the room, and you'd be forced to decorate around the stairs. And I didn't super want that. If they were in the middle of the gallery here, I wouldn't be able to put this huge pedestal in the middle of the room. So yeah, so adding stairs in this small little offset room is kind of a good idea, in my eyes, that is. But let's go up. So this room is the library. Why did I make a library, you might ask? Through your adventures in RuneScape, you collect hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books. I mean, I'm just scrolling through this library so quickly here, and there's just hundreds of books here. And I thought, well, it just kind of makes sense to have a library in your player-owned house. Not just a single bookshelf, but a library. So that's why I added that here. There's a little bear rug in front of the fireplace, which I thought was cute. You have your lectern over there. It feels aesthetic for the library. A couple different trophy cases or display cases. Not much to talk about here. It's just a cute little library for all your books you collect through your adventures. So let's climb up again. So this is my character's bedroom. And I'll just do like a little pan around in here. Like that. Just to give you an idea. And again, I have the bear rug in front of the fireplace with a little chair. And I have all the things. I have the chest for the clue stuff. I have the armor case for that stuff. Got the fancy dress for all the fancy stuff. I got the magic wardrobe for the magic armor, the cape stand, and the toy box for Tiango stuff. So yeah, pretty neat. I got the telescope if I wanted to come up here and find the asteroid. Over here is like, I don't know, your little getting ready area. I got another jewelry box. I'm not going to come up here to teleport. This is just aesthetic. Oh, and this painting here, which is kind of neat. This is Prince Brand or Princess Astrid. If any of you remember from the Miscellanea quest line, your character actually marries one of these two, whether it's your wife or your husband. And I thought it was somewhat aesthetic to have a picture of your character's wife or husband up here in your bedroom. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a cute little bedroom up here, which I thought was decorated well. But if we zoom out, you can see one thing I love about the player-owned house is that even though I'm up on this floor, actually let's go down one. So I'm on the same level as over here, but the roof over there is not removed like you would see in different areas of RuneScape. So the fact that this like cell of floor is isolated so that you can actually see the roofs is really immersive. I find that really, really cool. But yeah, that's essentially it. That's my house tour. I feel it has all the essentials. The essentials being a teleport area. Like when you teleport in here, I have all the major teleports you may want. Fairy, Spirit Tree, Nexus, Capes, Jewelry Box. Um, and then if you want to come in for potions, I know some people like to put their potions cauldrons next to the portal, but since they last an hour, you're not coming in frequently enough, I feel. So I felt it was more aesthetic to just put the cauldrons in the kitchen. And yeah, I like them here. Oh, and then some people also make a portal room with dozens of different portals. And I decided not to do that because I got the portal nexus, and I figured I'd use that space to build a trophy room instead. Now, yeah, and if you look here, I have 300 of 300 furniture used for this house. Uh, and I feel it was quite a puzzle actually to figure out how to decorate the house within that limit. And like I said, Jagex has hinted that they'll raise the furniture limit, but as it stands now, this is what it's like. And as I said towards the beginning of the video, I didn't want to have big empty rooms. I've seen some videos where there's these giant rooms and they're either completely empty or there's like one random thing in the corner. Um, but I wanted the rooms, as I said earlier in the video, to feel aesthetic, fully decorated and lived in, so to speak. But yeah, that is the house tour. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. Again, I'm not doing any fancy editing for this. I'm just walking around talking about it. And yeah, go ahead and leave a comment. I guess bye.